This is a Sears summer catalog from the year 1950, and these prices look pretty appealing. I mean, if I could get a trench coat for $5.75, I probably wouldn't. I don't think it'd be a good look on me. These all look like extremely good deals for what seem to be quality products. Every now and then I'll walk past a vintage sewing machine from the 50s and I'll say stuff to myself like, wow, things used to be built to last. And why am I walking past sewing machines so often? I mean, if you just look at all these plastic car parts that used to be metal, washing machines that would last over 3 decades, and this thick boy, you too would probably say to yourself, they just don't make them like they used to. Or do they? Let's talk about it. The year is 1935. You own exactly 4 socks, 2 shirts, 1 pair of pants, some boots, and a pet rat named Lenny. Lenny cares for you very much. Lenny would take a bullet for you if he had to. You don't own a lot of stuff, but the stuff you do own costs you a week's worth of pay, and it's very durable. It has to be. Lenny can get pretty aggressive at times. Because he's a rat. The only way to get new stuff was to buy it from a skilled local craftsman or a little DIY, make it yourself. But then in the late 1940s, the US was like, all right, enough sitting around, let's get this economy going. And so the country went full metal to the pedal on mass manufacturing. Then all of a sudden, you no longer have 4 socks. You have 5, then 6, then 7, then oh my gosh, 8 socks. You really made it big, haven't you? Mass manufacturing gave people cheaper alternatives to the expensive local products they were buying by using plastic instead of metal, synthetic instead of leather, cute and playful instead of absolute nightmare. Honestly, I feel like kids would have been better off without toys back then. Fast forward half a century and now everyone has a house full of cheaply made disposable plastic products that are designed to solve problems they didn't even know they had until they saw some random ad on their TikTok algorithm. Essentially, we went from everyone owning very few quality products to everyone owning piles of plastic trash. This created somewhat of an illusion that things used to be built better because of the quality on products we see from 50 years ago. But this is just survivor bias. We're judging the build quality of that time based on the products that survived. We're not considering all the cheaply made products from that era that broke and ended up in one of those raccoon sanctuaries. So does durability still exist? If you take a $180 durable 1950s washer and adjust it for inflation, it would cost you $2,400 in 2025. That's more than a commercial Speed Queen washer that's just as durable and better in a bunch of other categories. You're technically getting a much better deal today. But if cheap $500 washers didn't exist today, most people wouldn't be buying them for $2,400. So these cheap, non-durable washers give a lot of people an opportunity to not have to wash their rags in the sink. What I'm saying is a lot of things were not built better. They were just priced higher. This applies to a bunch of other items from that time period. 1950s wood desk costs about the same as this one on IKEA. 1950s cast iron costs about the same as this one on Amazon. You want to pose up with the boys wearing this thing? Well, all right. If you just look at the 1950s Sears catalog and adjust for inflation, a lot of things cost similar to today's premium products. Of course, there are exceptions, like flannels, where today you could still get a pretty nice flannel for $100, it just probably won't be 100% wool. Now, things are objectively better today. Even though cars are filled with cheap plastic parts, they are still more fuel efficient, safer, require less maintenance, more comfortable, filled with tech, and they last way longer. Today, it's very common for a car to hit 200,000 miles, while a car from the 80s with 75,000 miles was seen as a piece of junk that you should stay away from. I mean, cars back then had a 5-digit odometer. People always say houses aren't built like they used to be. I mean, look at these studs. You see that one? That one's pretty big. But why does it matter? In 99% of scenarios, neither of these homes would ever be subjected to the stress levels they were designed for. American houses are made out of twigs. So what? Why do you care? It works. It's cheaper. Why are people obsessed with making things last 4,000 years? It's just a house, man. The point is that it's not necessarily that the quality decreased, but that cheaper, less durable options have become available. It's now harder than ever to find quality products, which leads people to live in the Buy It for Life forums. The Buy It for Life community has grown pretty much into a cult at this point, with some people making it their entire personality for the sake of one reason: to never have to buy the same thing twice. Unless there are other sizes available, or other colors, or you just want another one. Most of the stuff on the subreddit is not even buy it for life. It's more like buy it for slightly longer than usual, which just reiterates the point that people have to put in a lot more effort to find quality stuff. But this becomes like a game. You start to enjoy the hunt for a quality product. You crave that dopamine rush when you finally find a buy it for life community recommended item for 10% off, reasoning with yourself that you're doing this out of frugality. I mean, come on, you're a frugal guy. If you spend more money now, you will save money down the road. Don't worry about your credit card debt. You'll make more money next month. Just trust the process, man. Just me? All right. For example, you can buy an expensive $200 cooler that stays colder longer than an $80 cooler and save money by not having to buy overpriced gas station ice while camping. You can buy an expensive pair of leather boots that will probably last you your entire life. You can buy a tree farm and save money by not having to buy firewood ever again. Sorry, I'm going camping tomorrow, so we have a camping theme going here. I mean, the main reason I'm even making this video is because I personally have been obsessed with researching and buying these buy it for life products, and it's definitely a problem for my retirement fund. But I'm not worried, because in 10 years, I won't have to buy anything ever again. That joke sounded like it was written by AI. It was not. That was all me. Sorry about that. Most of the purchases are not even necessary. I bought this $365 wool comforter, and even though it's made in the US or whatever, after a few moons it felt exactly the same as my $40 Walmart comforter that I had for 10 years as a kid. Will this comforter last me my entire life? I don't know. What I do know is that I have to send it to Michigan to have it washed, which really just means I'll never wash it. And if you don't take care of quality products, they will be very similar to generic ones. As badass as this $400 knife looks, if you don't sharpen it properly, it won't be better than a $10 one from Target. If you don't wash this wool coat properly, instead of looking like Jason Statham, you look like you still get a Happy Meal. Even though you're hungry afterwards because it is definitely not enough food, but you won't tell your mom because you want the toy. And you know that even if you make a peep, you will not see another Happy Meal toy for the rest of your life, because that's exactly what happened to your brother. The coat will shrink. And while doing research for this video, did I end up finding and buying stuff I don't need? Well, why don't you ask my new $100 cutting board that I actually wanted to return because it cracked within 3 months, but because it was past 30 days, they wouldn't let me return the dang thing. I could only get it exchanged for a new one if I paid $26 to ship the cracked one back to them. Warranties. Companies nowadays offer warranties to make it look like their products have good quality. But this is just a gamble. They're betting on the fact that you will believe them and never utilize the actual warranty. Buy it for life enthusiasts see warranties as the holy grail to buy an overpriced thing. But are you saving all your receipts? What if you got the thing as a gift? Are you gonna pay $26 to ship it back to them? Did you follow all their warranty rules? Did you know that lifetime warranty usually refers to the product's lifetime, not yours? Huh? Did you know that? Huh? Did you? There's another time where my furnace broke. And even though it was technically under warranty, the labor to repair it was not. And $280 per hour adds up pretty quick to, screw it, I don't even want AC anymore. At this point, I don't even count on using the warranties for the things I buy. I do have to give credit to some of these brands that do truly have some pretty incredible warranties. I mean, darn tough, more like, darn, that's a good sock. But then again, any one of these brands can one day just randomly get rid of their lifetime warranty, LL Bean, and then you don't have a warranty. Anyway, I guess what I'm saying is we went from a culture of scarcity and durability to a culture of abundance and disposability, where you have to do hours of research before buying anything over $10. If you like what you saw, like and subscribe.
The rat goes like this, like this, like this. You are now a normal rat.